I see everyone made it. Now folks, if you enjoyed that speed trail, remember we do have 2 more of those up ahead in our tour. Apparently though folks, this canal that is right in front of us, this is a man-made canal. And it's one of many that we have throughout the Everglades that were dug out by the Army Corps of Engineers back in the early 1900s. This particular canal is about 10 miles long, and this spot here near the center is around 30 feet deep. As folks say, dugout canals like this one back then in a slightly successful attempt to drain out the Everglades. Now you can clearly see they didn't really finish the job, but it was slightly successful because back then the Everglades was about 10 times larger than it is today. Now you got 1/10 the size that it used to be though. The Florida Everglades today is still North America's largest river, and just about 5,000 square miles in size. And you guys heard me correctly, I did say river. Because, contrary to popular belief, the Everglades is not a swamp. Now, of course, there are swamplands throughout it. But that's the same mistake that the U.S. government and the Army Corps of Engineers made back then. They thought it was just one big swamp, so they mistakenly tried to drain it out. Turns out, though, it is just one gigantic, slow-moving river. Ladies and gentlemen, another recommendation I have for you while you're on our tour today, always keep your eyes open and keep your cameras ready. We are dealing with wildlife out here after all, and pretty much anything can pop out of the water at any time. Just as quickly as something appears, it could disappear just as fast. And I definitely don't want you folks to miss out on getting an awesome picture of something really cool out here.
Boy, keep your hands out of the water. You missing an arm?
I don't care.
Folks, as if almost instantly to prove the point I just made, you can see straight in front of us, right on the edge of those lily pads, there is an alligator in the water. Now we're going to be very careful, especially since we got this other boat parked right here.
Right there.
Folks, I still will do my best to make sure we're on both sides of the alligator.
There's an alligator. Yes, I do.
I want to touch him.
Don't.
Take a picture, boy.
I'm recording.
I do want you to be very careful around them because they are
Same.
Touch him.
She's all yours. I'm going to come right behind you. Stay. Coming right behind you. I'm going. You stay with me. Are you guys having a good time? You're lucky you didn't get me. Look how bored my people are.
that was Captain Batman you just saw right there. He is actually our most experienced captain out here at Holiday Park. He's also our most eccentric one. That's what happens when you spend 20 plus years in the sun in Florida.
Imagine it's right here in this leaf. I don't know.
I've been a little rude,
Right
folks.
up
I didn't
there.
properly introduce you to this alligator we're looking at. Her name is actually Tripod. She's a 7-foot-long female. And like I was saying before, folks, make sure you keep your entire body tucked inside the boat for safety, especially around the alligators.
I'm gonna
They are
touch it.
docile, at the same time, they're opportunistic eaters. Which means, of course, if you dangle free food in front of their face, they're not going to turn it down. I don't think I have to tell you folks what I mean when I say free food.
Yeah.
Because every single one of these alligators has 80 teeth in their mouth. So that's 40 on the top and 40 on the bottom. And they can all jump about 4 feet straight up out of the water if they want to. Keeping that in mind, folks, I want you guys to know that's where I'm sitting here in the back of the boat. I'm perfectly safe. And those of you that are sitting on the window seats, you don't have too much to worry about either. Because if Tripod here decides to jump in the boat with you guys, she'll probably land somewhere in the middle anyway. Folks, I'm only kidding. I'm just teasing. Don't worry. Like I said, she can jump 4 feet straight up, but she can't jump into our boat. As long as you don't try and pet her, you should be okay.
I'm gonna pet it.
And by the way, everybody, you see those big tufts of grass straight in front of our boat on the shoreline? Those are tufts of sawgrass. I'll tell you more about that stuff later. I'm just pointing it out so you guys know what it looks like, because make sure you do not touch sawgrass. It is very dangerous, folks.
Yeah, it'll cut you.
Tall stuff.
Anyway, we are going to have to keep moving ahead, though. We can't hang out with Tripod all day, unfortunately. So if I wave bye to her and say later, alligator.
Oh my gosh, I could have touched that thing.
Oh, hello, darling.
She's like, oh my goodness, gone.
That boat there's at top speed.
And by the way, everybody, this island you can see on our left-hand side, that's called Vulture Island. And we call it that because we came here around sunset. You found about 250 to 300 vultures hanging out in these trees. Now, we're going to find out exactly how many are on the island right now once we get a little closer to that clearing. Normally during the day, they're out looking for food, but we got a lot of rain, so they might be taking shelter.
Look, there's a couple there. There's like 4. Look at that. See them, boys?
Yeah.
I can already see further back in the clearing, there's already a few.
Look at all of them back there.
In that one tree, folks. But they're a little far away, a little hard for you guys to see. You can see though, there are quite a few of them hanging out at the top of this tree on the corner of the island. So we're going to go around the corner and you guys will get a better look at them.
There's a whole bunch of them in this tree.
Oh my god. She like puts her wings out.
Sun and giant.
Now you guys can see they are clearly drying their wings off, getting ready to go off looking for food again. So those are American black vultures that you can see up there, which you can recognize by their gray featherless heads and black feathers all over their bodies. And I'm sure you folks know vultures are scavengers. Their diet consists mostly of carrion. But what a lot of people don't know about them is they're also classified as raptors, or birds of prey. Which means just like hawks and eagles, they will hunt for live prey as well.
Yeah.
Alright folks, we're going to leave both around behind and head up to the next area. To get there though, we're going to have to take another speed trail. So once again, everybody stay seated and hold on tight.
Hang on to your phone, bro.
I got it tight.
Okay.